page 86. Now I have my book open flat like this so that I can see my steps on this side and I don't need to write them again. So just have your book open so we can refer to our steps. Now they don't give us really directions on how to solve these except for number 3. So I'm just going to solve these whichever way that I prefer. And I think I'm going to prefer simplifying the inside of the brackets first. So I'm looking here at the first one. So this was actually a challenge problem, or very similar to a challenge problem from last week's lesson. And a lot of us were forgetting our adding rules here. So I have a negative 16 plus a positive 15. So we need to remember we have different signs. And what does that mean when we have different signs? It means to subtract the absolute values. So I'm going to take the absolute values. We have 16 minus 15 is 1. And I'm going to keep the sign of the bigger absolute value. 16 is bigger than 15, so I'm going to keep that negative sign. Right? So now I'm going to bring down, and I have a negative 1 times a negative 1. Right? I simplified my inside to get negative 1, then bring down the other negative 1 outside the parentheses and multiply. I have the same sign here, so now this is multiplication rules. Same sign means positive, so a positive 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, and the next one, number 2, same thing. There's no actual steps telling us how to solve this, so I'm just going to solve it like you normally would. However I decide I want to approach this, I'm actually just going to do the same thing I did up here, simplify the inside first. So I'm going to add, they're both positive, so I'm just going to add and keep the positive sign. 32 plus 24 is 56. Bring down my 2 on the outside. This means multiplication. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 56, which is 112. And it is positive. Positive 112. Okay, now number 3 actually gives me directions. It says to simplify by distributing the 3 first. So I'm going to rewrite this just because it's easier for me. And I'm going to distribute this 3 first. So I'm going to distribute my 3 to each term inside. So 3 times negative 4 plus 3 times 6 plus 3 times 3. 3 times negative 4, 2 different signs. So I know my answer is going to be negative 12 plus 3 times 6 is 18. And 3 times 3 is 9. I'm going to combine my like signs first. So I have positive 18 and positive 9 gives me a 27 plus a negative 12. From here, now I have 2 different signs, so I need to subtract the absolute values. So 12 and 27. I'm going to do the work over here. 27 minus 12 is 15. And I'm looking at my signs. I know 27 is bigger, so that means the absolute value of 27 is bigger. So I'm going to keep the positive sign. So my final answer is a positive 15.